U.S. Republican Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene has told women that if they do not want to get pregnant they should stay celibate, at an anti-abortion speech she posted on Twitter on Tuesday. Addressing onlookers, Greene, who is a representative for Georgia's 14th congressional district, said, "Women need to make better choices. If we want to be women who make choices, here's one thing you can choose. If you don't want to become pregnant right now, choose to not have sex. You can always abstain." The comments from Greene, a staunch right-winger known for taking controversial stands, come as the U.S. Supreme Court might be poised to overturn the landmark Roe v. Wade decision that has granted a federal right to abortion for decades. Greene did not approach the topic of rape in the clip she uploaded to Twitter. "Let me tell you what a woman's choice is," she said. "To be a mother. That is the greatest choice a woman can ever make. Here's what I want to encourage women to understand and know. If you accidentally get pregnant, let me tell you something, that abortion you're considering having, is not going to solve your problems. It's not going to make that boyfriend of yours or that guy love you. It's not going to help you pursue a career that you think you want to pursue. It's not going to help you finish college." She said that having a child would give women the strength to finish college and pursue their career, and that God would give them the resources to do it. Greene's controversial comments on various topics have also included spreading conspiracy theories, such as that a 2017 white nationalist rally in Virginia that led to the death of a counter-protester was an inside job, according to CNN. In the past she has co-sponsored legislation that would ban U.S. embassies from flying the LGBT+ pride flag, and more recently has voted against sending aid funding to Ukraine as it resists an invasion by Russia. News that the Supreme Court could overturn Roe v. Wade has sparked protests across the country from activists who want abortion rights to be upheld. On May 14th and 15th, there were more than 380 events in cities including Washington, D.C. and New York City, with protesters holding signs including slogans such as "Reproductive Justice for All," The Guardian newspaper reported, citing organizers. Anti-abortion protests have also taken place to counter them. It is unclear how the Supreme Court will vote on the matter, but a leaked draft majority opinion from February suggested the majority will vote to overturn Roe v. Wade. However, draft opinions may change before they are officially published. If the ruling is overturned, abortion would become illegal in 13 states immediately. How women or medical professionals would be charged is unclear. Louisiana lawmakers had proposed a bill that would allow prosecutors to charge women with homicide. The bill was pulled after widespread condemnation. Far-right Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene introduced the House version of a bill on Thursday that would abolish Section 230. In April 2021, Senator Bill Hagerty sponsored the same legislation in the Senate. The bill introduction is largely symbolic, as Greene, a fringe Republican who previously supported QAnon conspiracy theories, has been stripped of her committee assignments. It would likewise face long odds in the Senate, even if Republicans retake the majority after November's election. Still, the measure shows a growing appetite on the right to regulate social media platforms to their liking. Republican lawmakers have long insisted that Sec. 230, which gives social media platforms legal immunity from the user content they host, enables the platforms to censor conservatives. It's actually the First Amendment that gives companies extensive leeway to moderate views on their services as they see fit, but Republicans have repeatedly invoked Sec. 230 to score political points. In the lead up to midterms, many GOP office holders and candidates have promised to reform the provision if, as expected, they retake power. Other right-wing political figures, including Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas, have also endorsed the approach of treating social media as a utility that can't turn customers away. Even with exceptions for illegal speech, though, abolishing Sec. 230 would put legal porn, spam and abuse on equal footing with more pedestrian posts. Greene's measure would prohibit giving any undue or unreasonable preference or advantage to any particular person, class of persons, political or religious group or affiliation, or locality and allow lawsuits for violations. It would also make some exceptions for obscene, excessively violent or harassing posts, much of which Sec. 230 also explicitly helps platforms combat. This bill isn't original, isn't constitutional, and only serves as a MAGA talking point, Adam Kovacevic, the head of the Chamber of Progress, told Protocol. Kovacevic's organization takes funding from Meta and Twitter. Greene's measure comes as conservatives are cheering Elon Musk's expected takeover of Twitter in the name of free speech, which would likely mean more conservative content. Greene argues her measure would protect him, although current law would almost certainly already enable his designs, at least in the U.S. Even though Greene represents the fringe of the right, her grievances against social media firms are widely shared by the broader Republican base. For instance, Greene took issue with Meta's 2020 decision to remove sharing functionality for the New York Post story on Hunter Biden's laptop. Many outlets tiptoed around the story at the time, airing concerns it was an example of widely expected electoral misinformation, but it has since been shown as largely true. Jack Dorsey, who was CEO of Twitter when the company blocked the story, later called the decision a total mistake. For their part, Democrats have said Sec. 230 gives social media companies too little incentive to take down the worst content, meaning they've been unable to come together with Republicans to reform the provision despite bipartisan desire for change.